Hey everyone, this is Karen with Over the Artsy Moon, and I'm going to do a little stenciling for you guys today. I have these boards that I put on my table just to protect under the table, but sometimes it's not that great anyway. But I'm going to be going to this paint party conference in September, and one of the things we're doing is painting dresses for this painted prom. So it's kind of fun. So I'm struggling with painting on chiffon, but in the meantime, I got a bunch of paint on this board, so I decided I would use it for a stencil project. So I've got some of this. This is called Natural Buff, and I'm just going to get it on my bristles. This is like a chip brush, and then you just want to get it kind of worked into the bristles. And so I've already got some paint on there, but then I'm going to just make it a little more distressed. So I'm going to just take my brush the same direction as the wood grain. And you can see I've got other paint on here, so maybe this is an area I'll hit a little brighter with my white. All right, so I keep on doing this. And let's see what I got on there. And then we're just going to keep on doing this until we're satisfied. Okay, and then I'm going to take my stencils and go over final product when I'm done and happy with what's underneath. So you're really setting up your board to look more distressed, and you could take several colors for this. Right now I just have this buff, kind of natural buff color. And underneath I had like turquoise and dark blue, and I just was trying with my chiffon to see. I haven't really painted on chiffon, so that's like a fabric that doesn't really take too well to paints. So if anybody here has experience, I looked up some videos and I was trying to get ideas, but I didn't find anything too much that I loved. All right, what do you guys think? I think this is good. I think maybe I'm going to take a little bit of that turquoise and just add it over some of those areas a little bit where it's a little bit brighter. And this is full turquoise. We'll see if it's dark enough to make a difference. I'm not sure that it will. Let's see. Now it's really kind of just blending in. I mean, it gives it a little different look. So let me find something that's a little bit different. Maybe this one. Okay, let's try that one out. This one's called Desert Turquoise. I'm just getting my bristles, and I do have that other color on there, so it is lightening it up. Let me try down here. Kind of brush up. So it's pretty dry. This will probably keep on blending until the paint dries. Like over here it's already dry, so it's giving that extra layer. So I'm going to get that a little more on my brush. See what I'm happy with. And then this is just the background. Okay, that's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? And then maybe I'll take a little bit of the black. That's what I'm going to use for the stenciling, and just hit those edges a little bit. So I'm getting that. It's turning more of a gray at this point. So let's see. I'll bring this up so you can see. I don't know, it's hard for you to see this part. Let me bring it up here. And then I'm just going to pull up that color. So it's not super intense, but it's giving it a little bit more interest visually. Okay, and then I'll get this part over here. And if you don't like something like this, you don't have to do it. You're going to see I put a coupon on there, and some of Essential Stencil stuff is on sale right now for 30% off. I don't believe the stencil I'm using is, but you know, you can see what appeals to you if there's anything there. And it doesn't cost you anything more to use my coupon. But all right, so now I see it's pretty nice. I think I like it, but I'm going to add just a little bit more of this lighter turquoise. But then I get the 10% back as well. So it's kind of nice. You guys can help me stay in coffee, and I definitely need my coffee. Cheers to everybody who's a coffee drinker with me. Okay, what are we thinking? Did you like it better before the black? If you did, you could let it dry and then come back to it. So I'm just taking this. It's hard to stop, really. I could just keep on going. All right, I'm just going to distress a little bit. Really kind of changed the look of it, didn't it? So at some point you have to say, I like it, and stop, because you could just keep on doing this all day. All right, I'm going to put this in the water. I don't need my chip brush anymore. And then the stencil I'm going to use, it's called, you see that one? Let me see, where am I coming up with this? All right, so it's farm to table. They also got farm sweet farm, and then they have a chicken, and then they have a cow, pig, and chicken that I'm going to do for mine. So I'm going to have the farm sweet farm up here at the top, and then I'm going to have the silhouette of the animals below. Okay, so I'll work on this part first. And it fits really nicely on this board, and I do not know the dimensions offhand, but I can look that up if anybody's interested. And if you're feeling nervous that this is going to move around, definitely you want to tape it down. This is also from Essential Stencil, this stencil brush, and you don't ever wet these before you use them. You want to, I like this thicker paint. This one is from Liquitex Acrylic Color Basics. And you get a whole bunch on your brush. I get it really into those bristles. And then you kind of offload it a little bit so that you hardly have, it's not very wet. It is saturated on those bristles, but it's not going to get under, it's not going to bleed under the letters. Okay, so now we're just going to go kind of lightly the first time. And we'll see. This might be enough because black is a very powerful color. And you can kind of keep it, depends on your style. If you like that rustic, more rustic look, you might be happy with just one layer of the paint. We'll see how it looks, and then we can make a decision. I'm just going to pull this down a little bit. Feeling awkward there. Okay, that's a little better. I grew up on a farm, so kind of like stuff like this. But Essential Stencil has all kinds of stuff. Hey, that's looking good. I like it. Just like that. So I don't think I'm going to need too much paint for this project with the black. I'll have to paint something else with that. That big gob of paint there. All right, but I will add a little more. If it starts drying out, you get more on your brush. Oops, I grabbed some of the white. Oh well. Let me get some more black and then come over here by itself. Well, it's not white, it's kind of a buff color. And then brush it off, and then you can go back. Very lightly to start, because that's when you're going to have the most paint and the biggest possibility of it bleeding under the stencil. And with it being just painted under there, it's slightly sticky, so it's great for holding in place, actually, if you do it right away. I mean, if it was super wet, that wouldn't work very well, but this was just a little bit tacky. All right, what do you guys think? I think it looks cute. And then I'm going to bring this here and add my other stencil. So I think I'll pull it up slightly off the bottom so it's just a little bit higher, and make sure the edges are, so this must be, what is this, 12? It's 12 across, so maybe it's like 24, 12 by 24. That would make sense, right? Okay, so for this, I'm going to take my time here because it could pull up here where I have the edges, and I want to just make sure I don't have to pull off some paint. So you could have it kind of showing through like this. Let's see how that's looking so far. Yeah, it's cute, right? And then while it's pretty dry, I'm going to go around the edges with my brush here. And then I can add more paint for when I do the center part. So slow it down here. You might want to hold that with your fingers. A little bit more for the part that I already used. Let's see, I've got too much paint on there. So pull some more off. And I might as well do the center of the pig while there's a little bit more paint on there. Okay. You guys like those Highlander cows? Those are so popular right now. I just wondered what your take was on those. I haven't painted any Highlander cows, so just wondered if people like them actually. Seems like most people are really going crazy over them. Just wondered what you thought. Oh, move a slight bit here. Let me get that line back up. Probably easier to look at the pig and the cow, or the chicken. I grew up with chickens too. We did have pigs when I was very young, and then we had cows when I was pretty young too. But in the end, my dad ended up going more to grain farming. But now my brother has a daughter, and she's got all kinds of animals. My sister-in-law has chickens, and my niece has horses and sheep. She's trying out sheep right now, so it's kind of cool. They're actually called hair sheep, though. They're not like grown for their wool. So, but they're still really cute. I got some pictures this summer when I was up there. Okay, I kind of like seeing through a little bit with the paint, but let's see if it's enough and if we can stop here. Very nice. I like it. Kind of like having it's slightly see-through. Your choice, of course, what you like. And so here's the whole thing. Farm Sweet Farm. We distressed it a little bit, and it's kind of nice. And then I think on the other side, yep, I had done another painting. I kind of like just using these things just to try them out. But this is today's, and then when you do use both sides, you can change your decor pretty easily. So have a great day, everybody, and I will talk to you another time. Of course, I might still be on here unless I can find my mouse. Here we go. All right. Have a good one.